Hello everyone, this is Dr. Neeta and I welcome you all to our I'm a Winner, Believe and Achieve workshop. In the last video, we have seen the wonderful story of ant and elephant. Now within that story, the Chanchal represents, that is ant, represent our conscious mind, and Gambhir, the elephant, represent our subconscious mind, and the mentor, all Gyani Baba. Actually, these are the people, these are our teachers, coaches, guides who help us in all our life, throughout our life, and guide us to actually make our journey easier. So let's begin with today's session in which we are going to see power of subconscious mind. Now this is an iceberg. You might have seen the iceberg so many times, or you might have it if you have not experienced it lively, but in pictures you might have seen iceberg. This is what is the actual picture which we can see at the in vision, means at the higher level, upper level. Just see this iceberg. Whatever iceberg we have seen from outside is just a 10%, but the rest part is below the sea level, and which is remaining 90%. So whatever visible portion is there, that actually represent our consciousness, and whatever 90% lies below the sea, that is our subconscious. So this is the iceberg story, or iceberg mapping with the conscious and the subconscious aspect of our mind, which is actually very true. So only 10% of iceberg is visible, that is our conscious, which is our conscious attention, and the remaining 90% is not visible, that is our unconscious or subconscious, which is beneath, which we can't actually see and which we can't actually communicate or directly give any kind of suggestion. It needs some kind of techniques to be used how to communicate with your subconscious. So this is what is the mapping of our mind technique with the iceberg. You might have understood the concept. Moving ahead, believe and achieve. Thought is a seed of every innovation, creation, and also destruction. So whenever it comes to programming subconscious, at that moment of time, your thought plays very vital role. Do you know that within a single day, we produce minimum 50,000 to 80,000 thoughts? If you have calmed down your mind, then it may be 30,000 to 40,000, but the disturbed mind may actually produce more than 50,000 thoughts per day. So you just understand how much these thoughts impact our life. So any kind of innovation, any kind of creation, any kind of research which we are experiencing today, that was one day a thought of that particular person. Now thought actually generates some kind of feelings, and it also generates some kind of emotions. Now if we respect that emotion and feeling, then actually it comes in our action. The repetitive action creates our habits, and finally our habits actually develop our attitude, and that is what is our personality, and the way we behave means we are what we think, and finally whatever kind of results we are going to produce within our life, that we are going to get. So if you are having positive thought process, you will get positive results, and vice versa. So a thought can actually create the destiny of anyone. That's why thought is very important, because it plays the role of seed. So what kind of seed you are sowing within your, you have saw within your fertile land of your subconscious mind, that is very important. So it's believe and achieve, means whatever you think, that you may become one day, because thought is the starting process of anything which you are going to experience within your life. Now subconscious mind composing 90% of your total brain. Your subconscious mind is your faithful, unquestioning, and loyal servant. It is on duty 24 by 7 and never sleeps. Its only function is to do exactly what you tell it to do, for better or for worse. It remembers everything and stores every memory you will ever have. The subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. Now, you just we will go back in our story wherein we have actually compared the subconscious element with the elephant, that is Gambhir. Now, what are the characteristics, basic character? We'll try to understand it with a very simple concept. What are the basic characteristic of subconscious mind? That is Gambhir is. Now, as I was already told you, the eyesight, because eyes are very small, eyesight is very low. So, in our case, subconscious mind is totally blind. The subconscious don't know what exactly you are watching, what exactly you are seeing at the particular moment of time, so it's completely blind. Now blind means it's going to see through your eyes. So that is what is the first characteristic, very important characteristic. Just like imagine one giant ship. Onto that ship the captain, actually captain can watch each and everything, and there is in the at the very lower base level there is a person who is actually handling the ship, but that person actually unable to see outside, but the captain is going to give him the exact direction that 45 degree he has to move to left, right, or whichever way captain is telling. So that captain actually see the path, and according to that he will give instruction to the person who is at the base, and that person just needs to follow the instruction the way captain is telling. In the same way, the conscious element, your conscious mind, is the captain which is giving instruction to your subconscious, and the subconscious take every instruction literally as it is. It don't have any kind of power of doing or doing any kind, applying any kind of logic to it. Actually he's not that subconscious mind will not compare anything, means he'll not check whether it is right or wrong. Whatever thing you are telling, that he will accept as it is, because he is your servant, a very 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 honest servant which take everything literally, is the second property characteristic of subconscious mind. Then third characteristic of subconscious mind is subconscious mind's dictionary is in the format of pictures and not in the format of words. Now if you will say apple, your subconscious will show you the red apple in front of your eyes. It's not going to show you APPLE spelling of apple, rather it's going to show you the picture of apple. You might have experienced many times that you are searching for something, it's in front of your eyes, but still you can't see that. Have you experienced? You must have experienced this thing. Now what has happened? Why thing whatever we are searching, it's in front of our eyes and we are not actually recognizing it? Because whatever picture, mental picture our subconscious has created, that picture is not matching with that particular picture, and that's why thing is in front of our eyes but we can't see it. Because whatever five senses are there, that senses are just transmitter of the information. Actually we are processing all the data with our brain only, our mind is processing, and we are watching through our brain, not with our eyes. Actually our eye retina will capture the picture and send it to the brain. Brain will identify what that image is, and that's how you will identify that image. So you are watching with your brain, not with your eyes. So that's why it happens, and that is actually proving that your brain's dictionary, that is your subconscious dictionary, is in the format of picture and not in the format of word. That's why even illiterate person, which they don't know, actually they can't read, that's why everything or this world is just means, you can think how you have learned the language or your mother tongue. So because the dictionary is in the format of picture, that's why it happens. So this is what is the third characteristic of subconscious mind. Then subconscious take everything literally as it is, that also I have already told you. Another thing is subconscious always remain in the present tense, no past tense, no future tense, because it don't understand past or future. Whatever you are thinking, it always take it as it's going on right now with you, and that's why all the suffering, all the pain, generally what happened, mostly we are thinking about whatever past, problems we might have faced in our life, or whatever worries we are having about the future. So as we most of the time we think about past and about future, which he always realized that that is the situation you are going through, because it always create that is the current moment, and that's what he thinks. And that's why there is confusion state, and that's why there is depression, and that's why that unclear ness is there. So another characteristic, most important characteristic of subconscious is it always remain in the present tense. Now the most very important characteristic of subconscious mind that you all need to understand is it don't understand words, which I have already told you. No is a word, and actually it understand things through pictures and some actions. No is a word, and that's why it don't understand no. That's why many of the time you might have experienced that you are instructing to kids or small children not to do something, but they keep on doing the same thing repetitively, because the subconscious mind understand action or picture but not word. That's why we always say that we have to think positively, or we have to use the positive word. What do you mean by positive thinking, or what do you mean by positive talking is we need to actually create the sentence in the positive constructive way. Means you should not do this, rather than you should tell your mind what to do. I have to do this. That is how you have to construct the statement, which is called as positive communication or positive thinking. So that is the meaning of positive thinking. Positive thinking means not कि always everything will be good with me and I'll become whatever I want. It's not called as positive thinking, but positive thinking is no, rather than using the negative statement, you have to create the positive constructive statement, and that is how you have to actually provide instruction to your subconscious. That's how actually you can program your subconscious mind. So these are very basic few characteristics of your subconscious mind. Now the most important thing is subconscious mind is having tremendous power. It is connected with this universal law, and it can bring anything for you. The only thing is what kind of instructions you are giving. Based on that, it has got some patterns, and that's why you are today who you are, because you are actually made up of your beliefs, or whatever kind of uh, treatment you have got in your childhood, what kind of movies you watch, what kind of books you read, what kind of friends you are having, what kind of teachers, what kind of parents, what kind of family, what kind of social culture. All these kind of things actually are responsible for our upbringing, and within our upbringing whatever we have received, that's how we have got conditioned, and that's how actually we have trained our subconscious, and that's how our behavioral pattern or our personality has become, because we have knowingly or unknowingly train our subconscious in that way, and that's how we react, or whatever kind of personality we are having today, how actually up till now we have programmed our subconscious. Based on that we are acting today. So these are the basic, very basic properties of subconscious mind we have seen. And the most important thing, he is actually just like a genie. Whatever you tell him, whatever you want, he is, when subconscious mind is having that capacity, that power, that actually subconscious can bring you anything what you want. So if you try to understand or learn the way how you can program your subconscious, then you can actually get whatever you want in your life. But that is the most important thing, that how to program your subconscious. Now within this slide you have understand major main properties, like what are the characteristics of subconscious. Now you have understand what exactly subconscious is and how to communicate with subconscious, but how exactly you have to program it. For that we need some tools, so that tools we are going to share very soon in the upcoming videos. Okay, now here we see, hear, smell, feel and taste with our brain. Means all our five senses, whatever we are using, the senses are just a transmitter, but everything we are doing with our brain. When we see an image, hear a sound, smell a scent, taste a food or drink, or reach out and touch something to find out what it feels like, we do not do so with our eyes, ear, nose, mouth and bodies. Rather, these are just the external part of our bodies which absorb the information and send it to the brain for decoding. Our mental map of the exterior world, including all visual, auditory, kinesthetic, gustatory, and olfactory stimuli, is created inside our mind. Just like I have already told you the example that how our eye capture the image and just transmit it to the brain, and how our brain identify what exactly it is. It's same for the smell, touch, feel, everything is the same thing, that our brain actually processes the information and we understand that information through our brain. You might have observed that whatever abnormal kids are there, or those who are special children or special people are there, in that way actually they can see everything, but they can't they are not able to identify what's that thing is, right? Because though their eyes are good enough, they can see everything, and even all their five senses are working properly, but still they could not actually find the difference between things because their brain is not working sharply with them to identify those things for them. So that's how actually everything, all data is processed with our brain, and all these five senses are just a transmitter. They are just transforming the information, and it is get processed by our brain, and we are actually experiencing all this through our brain only. Amazing brain. The subconscious cannot differentiate between reality and imagination. That is first very important thing. Always you think that everything is going on in real. That's why if you are imagine something, your subconscious may think that it is real. It's going on right now. The subconscious mind is 1 million times more powerful than the conscious mind. 1 million. Can you just imagine 1 million times how powerful your subconscious is? The human mind can perform 10 quadrillion operations per second. It's more than something, more than supercomputer. That many operations you can actually do within per second, within a second. Brainwave travel at the speed of light. My God, light speed is the largest speed, and you are actually brainwave travel with the speed of light. The human mind can be programmed. So the good news is you can program your brain and your mind. Now just see few statistics about our brain. The brain contains a network of about 100,000 millions of blood vessels and 100 billion neurons. Capacity to perform 10 quadrillion operations per second. Brain wave only weighs only 1 to 2% of total body weight, but it consumes 20% of the air you breathe, 25% of the total blood flow within your body, 30% of the water you consume, 40% of total nutrients drawn from bloodstream. Conscious occupies only 17% of the total brain mass and can actually control only 2 to 4% of actual perception and behavior. The subconscious occupies 83% of total brain mass and control 96 to 97% of perception and behavior. Conscious impulse travel at the speed of 120 to 140 mph miles per hour. Non-conscious impulse travel at more than 100,000 mph, that is 800 times faster than conscious. Can you imagine? It is 800 times faster as compared to our conscious mind. The conscious brain processes 2000 beats of information per second. Subconscious brain processes about 400 billion information per second. It's tremendous figure. It's a very huge figure. More than 1 lakh chemicals reaction takes place in your brain every second. There is no such thing as a left brain or right brain personality type. We are not left brained or right brained. We are whole brained personality. So now we have seen few properties of our amazing brain. Within this figure again you find few more properties, that you have 70,000 thoughts per day. Boost your brain power with meditation. It's proven to increase IQ, release stress, and promote higher learning level. Listen to music. Studies have proven that listening to music strengthens the brain and literally changes the structure. Thoughts are real. Your thought cause biological and physiological effect. Your body respond to mental input as it is as if it were physically real. So all these kind of facts we have already seen, and all these relaxation things and everything we are going to see in the upcoming part of the session. Now the good news is we can program our subconscious mind. Programming subconscious. You can communicate with subconscious if and only if your mind is cool, calm, and peaceful. That's the key. We can't communicate with subconscious with panic mind or the tense or stressed mind. We need to be relaxed, we need to be cool, calm, then and then only we could communicate with subconscious. That is the first stage, that you should be at the relaxed state to communicate with subconscious. It works at alpha frequency. Meditation can bring you to that state. Our we will come to this point again, alpha, beta, delta waves and all this kind of thing, but for now you need to just understand that our subconscious frequency is at alpha level. So to actually communicate with our subconscious, we need to bring our attention to that level so that we could communicate with subconscious. So meditation state, whenever you meditate at that moment of time, what kind of relaxation your body get, through that you can reach to alpha level. It understand pictures only, it always match things with some images. It works in present tense and it never focus on no or not, only concentrate on action. So these properties we have already seen. So now the next thing is how to train your subconscious mind for massive success. And that part we are going to cover in the upcoming part of this session. So this much for this video. Thank you very much.